Hi, welcome to the Sage X3 North American Support Session Multi-Company Period Opening, otherwise known as TRT-PER-MC. We're going to look at the multi-company period opening and what it is, and then we're going to see a quick demo of it. So you have to open fiscal periods for multiple companies. Do you dread opening those fiscal periods for your many companies? The tedious task of opening fiscal period means selecting one company at a time, deselecting periods one at a time. So multi-company period opening may be just the function you've been looking for. So just what is multi-company period opening? Well, you'll find it under Common Data General Accounting Tables. And with multi-company period opening, you no longer have to open periods for one company at a time, deselecting or selecting those individual periods. The new function allows you to open periods for all companies and their ledgers or a selected range of companies. Once you open the fiscal year, you can open all the year's periods or just open through a specific period. And you have the option to run this on demand or on a schedule. So if you don't want to have all the periods open at once, you can just set this up as a recurring task. Now, has multi-company period opening always been there? Well, this function was added in version 12, patch 21, and allowed you to process one ledger at a time. In version 12, patch 22, the functionality was enhanced so that you could process multiple ledgers together. So let's have a quick demo of the function. Now I've set up some scenarios for our demonstration. We're going to attempt to open fiscal periods for companies GB10 and GB20. We will be trying to open periods for the years fiscal year 22 and fiscal year 23, and we'll be observing how the following scenarios are treated. GB10 has one ledger, while GB20 has multiple ledgers. GB10's periods are already open for fiscal year 22. GB10's year for fiscal 23 is open, but its periods haven't been opened. Now if we look at GB20, its year for fiscal 22 is open, but its periods haven't been opened. And GB20's year for fiscal 23 is not open yet. So will there be a problem if all the companies that we're going to try to open, if their periods and fiscal years aren't open to the same point or have different ledgers? We're going to go to Common Data, down here to General Accounting Tables, and Multi-Company Period Opening. Now we could do this for all companies or a group of companies, but we're going to do GB10 to GB20. Now note, I'm going to take all the ledgers, legal, analytical, IAS, and group, and if I do this right now, you're going to see an error message, period date until. So we still have to fill that in. We'll go down here. We're only going to do it till November. And then all that's left is to click OK. Okay, so let's look at the log that was generated. It starts up here that it tells us our range of companies, which was GB10 through GB20. And the last period that we're going to open is 11/30/2023. Now, first comes up GB10, and it skips over the already open periods of fiscal year 22 and moves in to open the periods for fiscal year 23. And it goes all the way through, and it stops at November 23 as we requested. So it notes that GB10 doesn't have the analytical, the IAS, or group ledgers, but it just continues to process. So then it moves on to GB20 with its legal ledger and fiscal year 22. So the next page here, we finish up with fiscal year 22 for GB20, and then it comes to fiscal year 23, which, as we stated earlier, isn't opened. So it stops there because the year isn't open yet. And then it continues on to the next ledger, opening fiscal year 22. So let's look back over what we've seen today. We've seen our multi-company period opening. We have an easier, quicker method to open periods. All we need to do is just open the fiscal year. It can open periods for all companies, a group of companies, or a range of companies. It can open periods even when the companies aren't all open to the same period. It can open periods even when the companies don't have the same ledgers. Thank you for joining me today. Be sure to check out the other videos in the Sage North America Support playlist. Until next time.